everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to create a WhatsApp chatbot for your SEO audit business. So I am an owner of an SEO audit business and I receive a lot of queries from my clients on WhatsApp. Now replying to each one of them individually and manually is a very time consuming and hectic task. So to solve this problem, I have created a WhatsApp chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow without need of any coding and programming skills. Yes. So now as I've created this bot, whenever by the client I receive any of the queries on WhatsApp as a message, automatically this bot is going to send a reply to them. Not only that, in this video I'm going to show you how you can add the data of the collected responses from your Pabbly Chatflow account into your Google Sheets using Pabbly Connect. So now if you want to learn this entire chatbot process and how you can connect Pabbly Chatflow to Google Sheets, then let me take you to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to create a fully automated WhatsApp chatbot for your SEO audit business using Pabbly Chatflow. So first of all, I'm going to show you how this bot interacts with our potential clients, from greeting them to collecting their website details and sharing expert info. So first of all, I'm going to test this bot, and for that what I'm going to do is with my WhatsApp number towards this bot, I'm going to send a WhatsApp message. So this is the bot right over here, and towards this bot, I'm going to send a message over here as, hey, is the SEO audit really free? Okay, so this is the message. I'm going to send this message towards this bot right here. As I've done that, you can see this bot has auto-replied, hello, welcome to Boost Vista Audits, your one-stop solution for free SEO audits and website improvement tips. Okay, so this is the welcome message and I've received the number of options. I want to seek this free SEO audit, so I'm going to select this option from here. As soon as I'm going to do that, firstly it is asking for my website. So for the website over here, I'm going to write my website, that is www.test.com. Okay, this is the website that I have. I'm going to send this website towards this bot that I have. After it says thanks, we got your website, that is www.test.com. Could you please share your email address? So for the email address over here, I'm going to send over here to this bot as test@pabblytudes.com. I'm going to send this email address to this bot. It says please share your email address to send detailed SEO audit. That is why we've shared this email address. It says perfect, your SEO audit report will be sent to your email address within 15 minutes. While you wait, would you like to see a sample audit report to know what's included? So you can see right away I want to see the sample report. I'm going to select this option from here. As I've done that, you can see I've received the sample report successfully from this bot and it has been downloaded over here. So I'm going to open the report. This is the sample report right here. Okay. So you can see right over here, this bot is automatically replying to all my messages. Now, as this bot has collected the data of the website and the email address from my customer for the free SEO audit, we are going to create an automation using Pabbly Connect between Pabbly Chatflow and Google Sheets so that automatically the details from the responses from my customers on WhatsApp is directly going to be added back in my Google Sheets. You can see this was the URL and this was the email address. Okay. So this is how this WhatsApp chatbot is going to work, and this is how we're going to add the details in our Google Sheets in this video as well. And we're going to create this amazing chatbot using Pabbly Chatflow without need of any coding and programming skills. For that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Chatflow, that is www.pabbly.com/chatflow. Then Pabbly Chatflow's landing page is going to appear in front of you. On the landing page, you have two options, sign in or sign up for free. If you're an existing user, you can directly sign into your Pabbly Chatflow account, but if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. I'm an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign into my Pabbly Chatflow account. Then you can see the All Pabbly Apps window in front of you, in which you can see all the products that Pabbly provides, from which we're going to select Pabbly Chatflow by clicking on this Access Now button right over here. Then Pabbly Chatflow's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. What is Pabbly Chatflow? It is a tool that helps businesses to send WhatsApp messages and manage WhatsApp conversations effortlessly. In order to set up your Pabbly Chatflow account, you need to add your WhatsApp number from here, and you have two methods for that, that is WhatsApp Connect and Manual Token Connect. If you want to learn both of these methods step by step in order to set up your Pabbly Chatflow account, you can check out the link of the videos in the description box below. Pabbly Chatflow provides multiple features like inbox, contacts, team queues, templates, broadcast, flows, AI assistant, activity log settings, under which we have multiple options. If you want to learn about each and every feature of Pabbly Chatflow in brief, you can check out all the videos added in the description box below. In order to create a new bot for our business, from the left left side, go to flow and flow section right over here. The flow builder page is then going to appear in front of you. And to create a new bot, add the flow from here. A flow is now been created, and firstly we're going to rename the flow, which is going to be WhatsApp chatbot for your SEO audit business. This is the name of my flow. After renaming the flow, it says flow start. How this bot that we are creating is going to be triggered. There are 3 ways: keywords, regex, and choose template. So let's suppose you've added few keywords in the field and your customer sends those keywords as a WhatsApp message to you directly to your bot. This flow is going to be triggered from here. Next is choose template. So let's suppose you have selected a template over here in your flow start, and you have forwarded that template as a broadcast message to all your contacts, and your customer replies towards the template. This flow is going to be triggered from here. After that, it is regex. Regex is a short for regular expression. It is a special pattern or sequence of characters used to find, match, or filter specific text. For the regex, I have a special character that is going to trigger this flow by any of the message that we receive from our customer. So I'm going to enter that special character right here. This is the special character right here, with the help of which this flow is going to be triggered. And if you want to use this character in your flow start as well, you can find it in the description box below. After setting up our flow start, what is the first message that this bot should forward towards my customer as I receive their inquiry? I want to welcome my customer with number of options. For that, simply drag this point from flow start, drop it in this field. Content type is going to be text plus button. And for the message over here, I'm going to write it as, this is the message that I have, that is, hello, welcome to Boost Vista Audits, your one-stop solution for free SEO audits and website improvement tips. Okay, you can see it says ready to get started. For that, I'm going to add options in this message. For that, I'm going to add buttons over here. For that, click on this add buttons. I want to add 3 buttons right over here in the message, so I'm going to add 3 of them. In a message, you can only add maximum number of 3 buttons. Now we're going to name each of these buttons right here. So I'm going to name all of them. So these are the 3 buttons: free SEO audit, know our services, talk to expert. Okay, so I've added 3 of the buttons right over here, with the help of which the customer can know about their query that they have. My first button is related to free SEO audit. Now, using the button, a customer can have a free SEO audit related to their website from us. For that, I have to collect the data of my customer's website and their email address on which I'm going to share their free SEO audit. Okay, so for collecting the data, I have to ask them questions. To ask questions, go to actions, and you can see this field that is ask question, drag it and drop it in this field. I'm going to connect this free SEO audit to this question field. Now we have to ask the question right here. For that, I'm going to enter the message. This is the message that I have, that is, awesome, let's begin your free SEO audit. Could you please share your website URL? Now over here we are collecting the data of my customer's website URL, and I want to keep the record of this URL in my Pabbly Chatflow account itself. For that, we can use this amazing feature by Pabbly Chatflow, that is contact custom field. Create your own contact custom field according to your requirement. You can name them. I have created mine in the name of business website. You can see right over here, and the email address. If you want to create your own contact custom field, you have to go to settings, and you can see this option contact custom field right here. Click on it and you can create your own fields. If you want to learn in brief about what is contact custom field and how it works, you can check out the video that we have already created about it. Okay, so I have created a contact custom field in the name of business website right over here, and in this field the data of this question, that is the website URL, is going to be stored. Okay, format of the reply, I'm going to receive any reply. It can be any reply, so I'm going to select as any right over here. Okay, so now after setting up my first question, I have another question, that is to ask my customer for their email address. I'm going to connect both of the questions. Over here, I'm going to enter the question as, so this is the question that I have right over here, that is, thanks, got your website. Okay, now after that, you can see I've added this dollar business website right here. What is this? In this first question, I'm collecting the data of the website URL and adding it in this contact custom field, that is business website. I'm going to extract this data of this website from here that I've received from this answer and add it in this message and send towards my customer. For that, simply what you can do is you can enter the exact name of your contact custom field. You can see right over here, and in front of it, just add this dollar sign. The data is going to be fetched from this field and added in this message. And also you can see in the end of this variable right over here, and in the front of it, I have added 2 stars. these 2 stars is to format this website into bold. If you want to format any of the text as bold, just simply add 2 stars in the front of it and in the end of the sentence, okay? It says, now please share your email address to send the detailed SEO audit report. I have created a contact us field in the name of email, so I'm going to do that. Format is going to be email. Number of attempts of the question is going to be 1. After that, it is asking for the validation message over here, which is going to be error. So let's suppose towards this question, a customer doesn't give me reply according to the selected format, that is email. They will receive a message, a validation message of error. Okay, you can set up the validation message according to your requirement. Now I've collected the data of the URL and the email address from my clients over here with these 2 questions. Now here my objective is what? To add the data of these 2 questions in my Google Sheets as the bot is going to collect the data, so that as soon as a new URL and an email address is going to be added in my Google Sheets, my team can quickly create the free SEO audit report. Okay. So now for adding the data of the website and email address in my Google Sheets, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. Okay. For that, on a new tab, I'm going to browse the website of Pabbly Connect, that is www.pabbly.com/connect. I'm going to browse the website. Pabbly Connect's landing page is going to appear, on which again you have 2 options, sign in or sign up for free. I'm an existing user, so I'm going to directly sign into my Pabbly Connect account. All Pabbly apps is again going to appear in front of you, on which I'm going to select Pabbly Connect now. For that, I'm going to click on the Access Now button. Pabbly Connect's dashboard is then going to appear in front of you. Now to build the connection between Pabbly, Chatflow and Google Sheets, I'm going to add a new workflow from here. For that, click on this Create Workflow button. And firstly, I'm going to rename the workflow, which is going to be Connect Pabbly Chatflow to Google Sheets. This is the name I want to give to my workflow. And for the folder, I'm going to select it as Workflows and create the workflow from here. Okay. So you can see a new workflow has been created and there are 2 windows in front of you. One is the trigger window, other is the action window. So what is trigger and action? Trigger and action are the 2 most important steps of our automation process, because our process depends on these 2 principles. Over here, trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means what is action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only 1 trigger step but multiple action steps. For the trigger step, for my trigger application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Pabbly Chatflow right over here. As I'm going to connect my Pabbly Chatflow account to Google Sheets, my trigger application is going to be Pabbly Chatflow, so that as soon as the reply from these questions is going to be forwarded, I want the trigger over here should capture the response of that. That is why for my trigger event, I'm going to select it as new message received. As the message for these 2 questions is going to be received, I want the trigger should capture the response of that. In order to connect our Pabbly Chatflow account to Pabbly Connect, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. So now how can we use this webhook URL and add it in this flow right here? For that, simply under actions, you can see this option, that is API request. Drag it and drop it in this field. I'm going to connect my last question, whichever last question you have to connect that question to this API request right here. Now we are going to add the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us in this API request. For that, click on this edit button right here. Now it is asking for the request. For the request type, I am going to select it as post. As I want to post the data collected from these questions towards the webhook URL, that is why we're going to select it as post right here as our request type. For the URL, I'm going to copy the URL from here and paste it in this field right over here, okay? Because towards this URL, I want to post the reply, okay? After that, over here under parameters, we have to set the parameters. What data are we going to forward? I want to first forward this email address data. So for the contact custom field, I'm going to select it as email and I'm going to name this key over here as email right here, okay? And then I'm going to add one more field, that is going to be what? The business website. So I'm going to select the contact custom field data of business website and I'm going to name this key over here as website URL. Okay, so these 2 parameters are going to be forwarded towards this webhook URL and the data from this contact custom field is going to be extracted. Okay, now we're going to test whether this webhook URL is working or not. For that, click on this test button right over here. As I've done that, it says API request successful. If I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down, You can see right over here in front of you a response has been captured. The website URL is $business website. This was the test response forwarded, and the email is $email. Okay, this was the test response as well. Now I'm going to save this API request step from here. As I've done that, now what is going to happen that as soon as the data for these two questions is going to be collected, it is automatically going to be posted on this webhook URL right here, and the trigger is going to capture the response of that. Okay, so now as we have set up the Pabbly Chatflow over here in our trigger, now I want to post this response in my Google Sheets and create the systematic record right here. For that, what we are going to do is we're going to set up our action step in this automation. Let me complete this workflow first, and then we're going to move forward to our flows. Okay, for the action application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Google Sheets right here. Action event over here is going to be add new row, as we're going to add the new row data of the data collected, and then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you, on which click on add new connection, then click on this sign in with Google button right over here. This window is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for me to choose an account. Which account do we want to connect to Pabbly Connect? So this is the account right here. I'm going to select it. Next, it is asking for the access of this account. For that, I'm going to click on this allow button, as this is a safe process and my data is perfectly safe with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this allow button. And you can see I've successfully authorized Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect. After authorizing, firstly, it is asking for me to select the spreadsheet, for which I'm going to select SEO Audit Request. So for the spreadsheet over here, I'm going to select it as SEO Audit Request. In this spreadsheet, all the SEO Audit Request is going to be entered right here. Okay. It is asking for me to select the sheet. For the sheet, I'm going to select as sheet 1. After that, it is asking for the website URL data and the email address that we're going to keep the record in our spreadsheet. So for the data of these fields, I'm going to map the data. What is mapping? Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So I'm going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. How it works is that as soon as I'm going to select the field, the previous step is going to appear in front of you. As I'm going to click on it, the response that is captured in our previous step is going to appear in front of you. And as I want to create the record of this website URL over here, so I'm going to select the data of the website URL from my previous response. As I've selected the data from my previous response, you can see this data has now been mapped, and as I've mapped this data, the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. Right now you can see I've just mapped the data of the test response, as we have captured the data of the test response in our trigger. In real time, whenever a new message is going to be forwarded towards this question, the original data is going to be kept as a record in our Google Sheets. Okay. For the email, I'm going to map the data right over here of the email and simply click on this save and send test request button right here. As I've done that, I've received a response, which is a positive response. If I'm going to open my spreadsheet, you can see automatically the record of the test data has been created in my spreadsheet right here. Okay. So now this is how we have created the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Chatflow using Pabbly Connect right here. Okay. So after setting up the workflow over here, now we're going to complete our flow that we are creating. So you can see I've collected the data of these two questions from my clients. Now what I want to do is I want to send a thank you message to my client. I want to tell them that in 15 minutes for their website URL, we are going to create a new free SEO audit. Okay. So for that, from this status fallback, I'm going to drag this point, drop it in this field. Content type is going to be text plus button. And for the message over here, I'm going to write it as... So this is the message that I have right here. That is perfect. Your SEO audit report will be sent to you at this email address within 15 minutes. Okay. After that, it says, while you wait, would you like to see a sample audit report to know what's included? So now as I'm going to share them an audit report, if the customer want to see what is actually their audit report going to look like, for that what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an action step in this workflow, as now I'm going to add the sample audit button right here. And I'm going to name the button over here as... This is the button that is show sample report. Using this button, I'm going to show the sample report that I'm going to create to my customer, okay, to the client who have sent us a message. Now over here, for that, I'm going to add the documented sample report that I have. For that, simply I'm going to drag this point, drop it in this field. Content type is going to be media right here. Media type is going to be document. You can select the media type according to your requirement. Either you can paste the media URL or upload it from here. So I'm going to directly upload it from here. So this is the document. I'm going to open this document over here in this message, and within few seconds it is going to be uploaded. After uploading, I'm going to add a content type right over here that is going to be text plus button, and I'm going to enter a message that is going to be, here's what a sample SEO audit report from Boost Vista looks like. Click to view how we analyze SEO performance, key ranking and fixes. Okay, you can see right over here, this is the message I have with this report. Okay, so I have set up my first button, that is free SEO audit. Now I have the second button, that is know our services. For that, simply I'm going to drag this point, drop it in this field. Content type is going to be text plus button right here. And for the message, for the services, I'm going to write it as, so this is the message I have for the services, that it at Boost Vista Audits, we help business rank higher on Google by offering. These are the services that I provide. You can see right here. Would you like to contact us to talk to an expert? Okay. So now I'm going to add a button of talk to an expert right over here. You can see I've added the button in this main menu already. So I'm going to copy it from here and add it directly right here. Okay. And for this message of talk to an expert, I'm going to wait right here. Okay. So now I'm going to set up the button for this message, that is talk to an expert. Content type is going to be text plus button, and the message over here is going to be, so this is the message that I have for talk to an expert. You can reach our SEO expert directly at this email address and the phone number. I've added the details right here. Feel free to get in touch for personalized help with your website SEO. Okay. So this is the message that is going to be forwarded with this button, that is talk to an expert. So this is the same button. I'm going to connect this button to the same message right here. I want to add a button over here in this message that is going to be going back to this main menu right here. If the customer wants to directly go back to the main menu. So I'm going to add a button over here of going back to main menu. This is the button right here. I'm going to connect this button to this main menu right here, so that customer with the help of this button can go back to this main menu directly. Okay. So this is the entire flow that I've created using Pabbly Chatflow for my SEO audit business right here. Okay. To save this flow that I've created, click on the save button on the top right corner. It says flow updated successfully. As now this flow has been successfully saved, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to test this flow. And how am I going to do that? By sending a WhatsApp message towards this bot from my WhatsApp number. So this is my WhatsApp number, and towards this bot, I'm going to send a WhatsApp message. And as I'm going to send the WhatsApp message, I'm also going to check whether automatically in my Google Sheets, the record of the questions has been created or not. Okay. So now let us send a message towards this bot. So this is the message I have. Hello, what do you need for the free audit? Okay, I'm going to send this message towards this bot right here. As soon as I've done that, I've received the welcome message. I'm going to have the free SEO audit. So I'm going to select this option from the given options right here. Firstly, it is asking for the URL. For the URL, I'm going to write over here as www.demowebsite.com. I'm going to send this dummy website right over here. And it is asking for my email address next. For the email address over here, I'm going to write it as demo@pabblytudes.com. I'm going to send this email address towards this bot. It says perfect, your SEO audit report will be sent within 15 minutes towards this email address. If I'm going to open my Google Sheets, you can see automatically the record of the website. That was www.demowebsite.com, and the email address record has been created in my spreadsheet automatically. Okay. And if I'm going to go back to my bot right over here and select any of the other options from here, you're going to see that this bot is automatically going to reply to all the messages right here. Okay. So as this bot is auto-replying, this means that we have successfully created this WhatsApp chatbot for our SEO audit business using Pabbly Chatflow. And as we have added the data in our Google Sheets using Pabbly Connect workflow as well. So this was all about this video right here. And that says you have seen how easy it is to build and launch your own WhatsApp chatbot for SEO audit using Pabbly Chatflow and automate your data collection with Pabbly Connect and Google Sheets. So go ahead, create your own customizable bots today using Pabbly Chatflow and automate your process using Pabbly Connect. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Not just this WhatsApp chatbot, you can create multiple other chatbots according to your need with the help of Pabbly Chatflow. If you have any question, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can ask us query on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can check out this link. If you want to try to create this bot for yourself, for your business, you can do it absolutely for free with the help of Pabbly Chatflow.